Well, hello everyone and welcome to a huge 4v4 multiplayer Third Age battle. Now this was sent in by Spooky Sean. Thank you very much for sending me the replay. If you do have any replays to send me, anyone who's watching, be sure to email me in the link in the description. I believe it's ramblerreplays@gmail.com. So, I think it's pretty much a good versus evil battle here today. So let's take a quick look at the players and who they're playing as. So we have the Harad by Advendor. Then we have, an arrow flying away already there. We have Spooky Sean playing as Rune. It's going to be quite amusing to read out these names because I don't really do these very often. So it'll be really interesting. So we have STW Italia, Starkill, playing as Mordor. Very imposing looking orcs there. I'm not sure that they have any oh no, they do. They have unit of Ologhai. And then we also have, I believe this is Isengard being played by Sirac. So a nice line of pikemen here with some crossbowmen and followed up by some Dunley veterans and Uruk-hai infantry. Excuse me while I do a very random hiccup. So on the opposing team they have Dale. So setting up quite a defensive formation here. It'll be interesting to see what exactly happens during the battle. Then we also have the Dwarves being played by Callum Duffy 12. So again, they've kind of gone for long lines of Vault Wardens and Pikes and a line of crossbowmen. Large gap here, so I wonder if anyone will take advantage of that. We also have a unit, an army of Gondor, led by BDP. So we have the Citadel Guard holding the line, supported by Gondor archers and guards of Osgiliath. And then right on the far flank, we have the High Elves, led by 8-Bit Pixel. So, without further ado, let's get this playing and see who might win the battle today. So, the elves already firing off a flaming shot, and let's see if they're going for a bit of a rush here. Or just forming up. Oh no, they're just forming up into a bit of a defensive formation. God, these elves do look great. I do love the Third Age. It does look freaking epic. So, if you're interested in seeing more replays, let me know in the comments below. I haven't watched this previously, so this is going to be a live opinion of what's going on in the battle. So they're exchanging fire. I imagine they're going to skirmish for a little while, at least. So Rune appears to be marching. They guard forward, although Gondor looks like they're going for an early push. Over here, on the other side of the battle, we have Mordor firing on their archers. Then we also have the Uruk-hai crossbowmen marching into range of Dale. Now Dale do have a fairly long range with their rangers here. So those crossbowmen are going to take a bit of a pounding before they can even get into range. So they send them to run now, which does make sense. And apologies in advance, but you had to hear a screenshot. Weep. And you may hear more when they actually start fighting. So the dwarves with their iron crossbows are going up against the Uruk archers. Cranking sound is awesome. Okay. So exchanging fire with each other. And it looks like over here, let's take a little look-see. Rune has actually got behind the Gondorian lines and looks like he's going to get a charge on. Wow, is that actually going to happen? Is he not even going to try and stop it? So Rune gets a great cavalry charge really early on. Although victory is a distinct possibility for the archers. Oh no. No, there we go. Wait, what? Well, let's see that unfolds. Over here, Sovereign archers starting to fall back a little bit. But really, they still haven't really responded to that attack. In fact, they're just letting it happen. So, did Rune even lose a horse there? I'm not sure that they did. But they're just taking the fire. Gondor pushing up. Looks like these guys are just kind of exchanging fire at the minute. Rune going around again with their Serpent Guard. Let's see if they get a charge on the Gondor infantry. That might be a decent attack straight into the flank here. Smash! Okay, so once again, bringing the cavalry around. Not a lot going on over here. So I think maybe the teams are going to just exchange fire for as long as possible. I know the minute it's man for man, perished. But some stuff's going to happen soon, and I think we're seeing it happen on the other flank. So, we have Mordor going in, and they've actually been fighting against the dwarves here. So, although that's going to go pretty badly for them, because going against dwarven pikes, I don't imagine that's going to go well. Maybe they're just trying to hold them in place before they can bring in another attack. But that's not going to go well for the orcs. And again, the orc raiders going up against the vault wardens, it doesn't seem like a good move here. Again, orc raiders going up against dragon slayers, so maybe just trying to pin him in position. Over here, though, not sure what's been happening with Isengard. Oh, sorry, yeah, Isengard. Dwindling veterans, so they're just exchanging fire. Pike's not really doing a whole lot. The Urukai infantry going in. They've actually managed to get the dwindling veterans in amongst the dismounted earls. Dale bringing their cavalry forward. Looks like over here, let's go back to this flank now. It's quite hard to do a 4v4. So if you have any sieges to send, I'd be particularly interested to see any sieges you might have saved as a replay. Okay, so Rune is still playing runabout with the cavalry in the rear here. Looks like Arnor is not having a good time. Oh, Gondor, sorry, not having a good time against Rune. Wow, this doesn't appear to be going too well for Gondor at all. In fact, they're taking a lot of fire, so BDP taking a huge hit. Getting his dismounted Swan Knights, though, up in to the battle. Oh, look at these units. They do look glorious, don't they? So over here, Harad. I think they're just taking fire from the High Elves at the minute. The High Elves haven't really sent many men in. Although it looks like they're starting to make a push. We'll just go back over to this far flank first. Oh! Oh, that's great news for Isengard. They've taken out Dale infantry. And I'm just going to return to the game. So Dale, that's going to be a bad move for Dale there. Not quite. Looks like they're still holding their position, so that kill against Dale, the Dalish general, is definitely a good thing. That's completely obvious. As you can tell, still warming up to these kind of replay-style battles. But it looks like Isengard's going all out now on their assault. They've had a little bit of a cavalry engagement here. Let's take a little look. Mordor charging on in, but he's charging head-on into dwarves, and that's just not a good move. Again, charging head-on into pikes. That's only going to go one way, and that's badly. And it looks like they're pretty much mopping up Mordor, so I'm not sure if Mordor's doing a whole lot to change the course of the battle here. In fact, they're charging more men in, but again, just head-on. If I was Mordor, I'd be trying to get some flanking manoeuvres. So at least the Olokai going in a bit. Again, the Iron Guard beating down the Olokai. And that's another one of the enemy generals that's been taken out. Which, again, is freaking great news. That's what you want to see early on in these battles. Generals perishing. I'm trying to get a nice shot of the Olokai. Stop turning around, you bastard. But I don't really see Mordor doing so well against the dwarves. But I think that's the Gondorian general that's gone down. So Rune doing a grand old job. I'll try and make sure that's the last of the screenshots. But the Citadel Guard going up against the Loke Flaglin. And let's take a little look at what's happening on this flank. Again, just exchanging fire. They don't appear to be in much of a rush to engage. High Elf Lancers going up against the Serpent Guard. I hope that's not their general. I don't think it would be. Let's go back over onto this side of the battle. God, this is just a huge battle. So the charges that Mordor appear to have done, not having really too much of an effect on the dwarves, I don't believe. So again, look at that. It's like man for man at the minute. Dwarves of the Iron Guard by Callum Duffy going on in. I reckon the dwarves have this fight. Could be wrong. It looks like Mordor has the numbers, but the quality of the troops definitely in the dwarves' favour. Ah, here we go. Decent flanking attacks by Starkill here. Starting to envelop the Dragon Slayers and the Vault Wardens. So that'll be interesting to see the outcome of that little engagement. But I don't have time to look at that right now. So, despite Isengard taking out Dale's general, victory could still go to them. The Guards of the Orphanic defeating some Ravonian Gadrulets. Uruk-hai infantry defeating some... Oh no, they're losing the Berserk. I would have thought the Berserkers would have beaten some Dale Swordmasters, but a lot of their units are shaken. But, and that's a big but, Isengard appears to have lost most of its army. I don't see anything left. So it looks like these Earls did a great job of mopping up. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, I think the Earls might be off to support the Dwarves here. Now, if they can get a rear charge on these Maulers, that is going to be very nice. Here we go. The Earls starting to go for a charge. Mordor doesn't appear to be responding to that charge, and they're shaken now. Dwarves... sorry. Dale's going on in. And that charge will probably cause those units to rout. So it looks like on this flank, Mordor and Isengard have been pretty much destroyed. So it looks like we're going to get some engagement on this side of the battle now. It looks like the elves have gone charging in. Getting hampered slightly by the pikes. Muhad tribesmen aren't really a match for the swordsmen of the High Elves. However, lots more troops still in Harad's roster. Especially these fellas, the Sutherland pikemen. Wow, I would not... You must have to have a lot of strength in your arms just to be able to hold those up like that. Trollmen. So again, I think the numbers is in Harad's favour, but the quality of the troops is probably with the High Elves. But looks like defeat, strong possibility for those units. They do have some men still in reserve, and of course they do still have some archers firing in to their positions. In fact, softening up any troops is only a good thing. Okay, so, looks like over here we have Rune pretty much victorious. There we go. They've done a very good job at wiping out Gondor. But they do have the Dwarves and Dale still pretty much intact. So, setting up their men to hold this position. They do have the high ground. And I think that, yeah, Mordor taking out what men they can. But I think Rune is doing the right thing by staying up on that hill. And I think that Isengard might be wiped out. Oh, they still have their general, probably their general's unit. The Guards of the Orphanic. Oh no, here we go. Oh, I don't know. But I think that Dale is definitely... there we go. So there's the Isengard general perish now. Dwarves have pretty much mopped up. So Rune's going to have to hold there until Harad would either become victorious against the High Elves, which looks like it might be a possibility. And it looks like Rune sending in any reinforcement. They're not. Okay. So they're just leaving them to it. Oh, we do have a few units of Rune here. Some High Elf units are routing into the mist. But they do still have a lot of their archers remaining. But yeah, a lot of their... Wow. Harad really has mopped them up. However, they still have 30% of their army compared to 25% of the evil faction. The Smiths, their Legion, taking out some troll men here. Really, they're not even committing all their troops, which I'm surprised at. Ah, here we go. So, Rune is going in. Hope he's taking out some of the archers here.
Cut off the serpent's head. The enemy general is slain.
And that is 3 out of 4 generals now down. Well, at least I think it's 3 out of 4. It might even be 4 out of 4. It's the High Elf general. Perished. Okay, so. Looks like Rune is probably going to try and hold there with most of their troops. Mordor withdrawing whatever men they can up onto this ridge. So the general is still alive in Mordor. There we go. For the Black Numorians. Going in for a charge. Not against the dwarves there. But the dwarves running up the slope. Only warmed up. Oh, there we go. A bit of a rear charge. And he's doing the good thing by getting out of there. Clan warriors marching down. But I imagine they're just going to regroup and muster their troops. I don't think Rune is going to head down and attack them, because a combined force of Dale and dwarves is definitely something you want to be wary of.
Only half our force remains.
Wow. I think these took a casualty. So, even again, it's going to be a very tight battle. I am not willing to call it at the minute. But it looks like these dwarves are going to be picked off. And let's see. Okay, the elves have been completely destroyed now. They do just have 1 unit of archers remaining, who appear to be shaken, so I imagine they're going to rout fairly soon. Swordsman. Wow, they're actually taking down the rune unit pretty easily there. Or run. Is it run or rune? If I've been pronouncing that incorrectly the whole battle, you guys are going to flame me in the comments, I just know it. Okay, so. Looks as if they're withdrawing from that fight. After having slaughtered that unit of elves. Oh! Crossbowmen. Taking some casualties here. From the look in Asurim. However, they're going to be taking fire from the rangers. Just look at all this infantry. Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. They are going to be tough to beat. I think if I was to guess who would win, I think I'd probably hand it to the combined alliance of Dale and dwarves at the minute. But, you know, still got quite a lot of the battle left. So we'll just have to see. And I'm actually going to speed it up a little bit now. So only 2 times. So just be interesting to see what they're going to do. Because I don't think Rune wants to come down from that hill. And in fact, I think they'd be pretty silly to do that. But it's going to be a bit of a waiting game. Who's going to give in first? But the dwarves are starting to fall along with Dale. Okay, over here, didn't even see this. Looks like the dwarves have charged... Dale has charged on in. Into Harad, into their archers, which is not what you want to have happen. I know I'm stating the obvious in a lot of this commentary. But it's got to be said, you know. So that was a nice attack by Dale. Let's see if they manage to get the same thing happen to these fellas here. If they do manage to get a rear charge in, that's not good. Because a lot of their troops are still marching to support their allies. Okay, well, it looks like they're not going to stop that charge from happening. And goodbye to that unit of Southern archers. Yeah. Wow, okay, but that unit is still shaken. I think the loss of their general really is hampering their progress. And look, another unit goes charging in. And little by little, they've been brought down from the hill. And I think this is exactly what the good factions want to happen. Here we have a solid block of infantry, but they're going to take fire and they're going to be softened up. So the cavalry that has now been taken care of. However, you've got to watch out for these vault wardens. And I think the dwarvish general might still be alive. Just that slow, pondering march of the dwarves. Oh, love it. So, looks like over here, the Black Numenorians, they're risking their general here, which is... needs to be careful of. Okay, the Dragon Slayers, those are imposing. Okay, so, slowly surrounding the Vault Wardens. That's a good move there by Harad. Sorry, Rune. Glun. Okay, so more of Spooky Sean's men engaging in battle. But again, I wouldn't charge the Vault Wardens head on. That's... eep. Only 1% in it, in the units at the minute. Oh, that's good. Harad got a charge on. But again, they're committing their archers. Looks like the main lines are starting to engage. Not really a whole lot of flanking manoeuvres going on, so it's going to be a bit of a grind fest. So Dale sent in their remaining kind of pike type units. Muhad tribesmen going charging in against the Iron Guard. So there we go. Oh, God, it's still only 1% in it. This could be anyone's game. At this late stage in the battle, ooh, I don't want to call it, even though I already kind of have. But this is what I find exciting about replays, especially when I haven't watched them before recordings, that you just don't know what's going to happen. So the guards of Khazad Dûm appear to be charging up the slope, and they've still got some men that they could commit to the battle. In fact, I think they're running now. I think Harad is trying to get as many men into the fight as possible. They're only marching, which is probably why they don't want to run. But if they'd just assembled all of their troops and just taken a bit more time, I reckon they would have had this battle pretty much in the bag pretty easily. So here we go. Dwarves of Khazad Dûm coming in to attack Spooky Sean. Over here, yeah, these guys, they've just kind of punched through all of these archers. And the Mahad tribesmen, looks like they've really destroyed the Iron Guard here. So they're having to send in Dwarven noblemen. But they've still got tons of rangers left. Oh, here we go, the charge. Going on in by the dwarves of Khazad Dûm. The guards of Khazad Dûm. Going in for some flanks. But that unit appears to... oh! He took an arrow in the back. So despite being semi-enveloped, that unit of pikes really just... I think they have their pikes a bit too high, just went over the dwarves' heads. Yeah, they're really struggling to hold on now, Harad and Run. Bardian Marksman.
General runs like a whipped dog. Such a deserter is the brother
Which
of
general
the
is
murderer.
routing? I imagine that might be Mordor.
Peace.
Oh no, 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 there's Mordor, still going in. Trying to harass anywhere they can. Ah, that might be the general running off there. Dwarven nobleman there. So, 2% in it now. Harad really needs to commit their forces, not just try and hold here. They haven't got a strong enough position to hold that anymore, I don't believe. So, Sean marched down the hill and now he's getting slaughtered. So the Serpent Guard is going in to assist and try and take out the guards. And it looks like they might be getting the upper hand there. But are they fighting a losing battle now? Again, it's going to come down to the wire. So let's see if any kind of flanking manoeuvres is going on. So we have Dale Swordsmasters going into the Trollmen. They're broken, but they're fighting to the death. Might take a couple more with them. But it looks like they are just kind of isolating units one by one. Harad still has... looks like they're marching their pike line in now. So if they don't do something, it might be all over for them. Uruk archers. What? Mordor's back in play. Bloody hell.
The sun that
And Isengard.
disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle.
Well, that is quite surprising.
No victory.
But I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah. I reckon they've got it in the bag. The good faction looks like it's going to beat off the remaining units.
Men have fought much and are becoming tired.
Not a good sign. Final units are slowly being mopped up. Everyone's dead over there. Oh, taking a little token kill here, just surrounding one lonely arse dwarf. Just taking him out. All on his lonesome. Again, yeah, the dwarves still got units of 1 there, and they're not routing. So, looks like good wins over evil today. However, I still don't know that for certain, because it looks like these Harad pikes are going to do okay against the guards. Never mind. Those sword masters probably going to help finish off the battle a little sooner than before. And yeah, that's a
Sun that shines on our disgrace.
it's a good battle.
We must turn the wind of
So,
battle, or we will taste ashes
Spooky Sean,
of victory.
thank you very much for sending in the replay to me. Very much appreciated. And if anyone else does have any replays of various Total War games, do make sure to send them in to me. I'm going to take a little look at the end of battle results now, but it is pretty clear now that the good factions... Hey!
Leader of our allies lies. Our worthless allies
And there we have it. I think that's the battle pretty much done now.
are not fit to
And
be
the
called
Mordor
men.
general falls.
Life is
So, good game by all players.
one which is sweet, and the other is
It
bitter.
was very fun watching.
Hey,
And here we go. So,
the bitter.
Spooky Sean deployed 1,200, lost 1,264, but killed 1,700. Harad, 1,000 kills. Mordor, 917. Isengard, 713. But they did kill their opposing general very early on. Oh! I think that's Dale. 2,230 kills. Callum with the dwarves, 1,700. Gondor, 533. And High Elves, 835. So there we go. Great battle. If you enjoyed this replay, do make sure to give it a like. And until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day.